Thanks so much, Jody and Kylie. I was just listening to you having a chat about Raffy and how much he helps both Reed and Phoebe, and I was really actually quite blown away because it's clear to me that Raffy, the toy Raffy, is helping in ways far beyond my expectations, and to be honest with you, just makes my heart sing, I guess, because that my intention always was with the toy to hopefully create something that could help others, children in particular, but I also know there's teenagers and in some cases elderly people that have their own Raffy, and I hear lots of positives, but to actually hear you both speaking from your own experience with your girls really had a huge impact on me. So thank you for that. Um, in terms of when I planned Rapid, for me it all started with my book and my own mental health, and I tend to use art to help me. That's my self-soothing activity, and at the beginning, that's what it was all about, was having an art project. And because I've worked with children all my life, I've always thought I'd like to write a children's book. So that's how that all came about. I thought, okay, well, there's not a lot of information available about assisted symptoms or about anxiety and how that impacts on children who, from my point of view, is my passion. So it was really about children and trying to, I guess, normalise anxiety and those conversations and helping children recognise that anxiety is, a normal part of being human. We all feel anxious at different times. When you're, have anxiety in a severe way where it impacts on what you can do on a daily basis, it goes to a whole different level. So it was, for me, it was really about, again, having an explanation for children about anxiety and how that feels, and making it so that it was very much relatable to children and their feelings.
Love about the book and Rafi itself is that it's so simple for a child to understand. They have so many appointments and things when they're diagnosed that they get all these words thrown at them. They don't understand. What I love about the book is that it not only does it normalise it, but it explains it in terms they understand why they're feeling, sad, or why they're feeling lonely at the time, and that's okay.
And I think one of the big things too is that it makes it okay.
Yeah, exactly.
We haven't for so long haven't talked about mental health. And
it's like a taboo. That's what we were saying before.
Yeah.
They don't, you see these practitioners and they don't believe that children under 10 can be diagnosed with mental health. But they're diagnosing them with anxiety. It's the same. It is all, it's not recognised enough. And it's made to be felt like the kids are different because they have anxiety or they're a problem. You're crying because you're anxious. That's not always the reason at all. They're allowed to have feelings and be emotional. And Rafi just calms them. I don't like to read. Rafi is a godsend. But Rafi's amazing because it just calms her. Just like you do. It's so soft.
Do you think some of that comes from the story itself, when children can see it's about, as we were saying earlier, a real person.
Absolutely.
And their dog, and explains how the bond with, that dog makes a difference in terms of, in the case of the book, it's about
exactly.
and how that impacted me and what a difference Raffy made for me. So I wonder about that, whether it's the reality of that story makes it
Relatable to them.
Yeah, and then it makes a huge difference. I work as a wellbeing officer in a primary school, and I have shown some of the kids I work with online your book, and also Raffy, and I've got photos that I've shown of our Raffy and some of the things he does. And when you relate that to kids in particular that have something going on, that you're a real person, and that as an adult you had to have anxiety, and you've talked about it, you've written a book, and you have an actual dog that helps you with that. That resonates with all kids from
It's
all
real
different
life.
walks of life. Other than just, you might go to a sensory store and buy a sensory, could be sensory dog, but it's not the same because that's just come from a store, whereas Raffy has come from Raffy and Kitty. That makes a huge difference.
They can see it. It's real life.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, it's relatable to them.
Absolutely.
Because unfortunately, in our society, they are different to some other children, and there are lots of different, reasons why children are different. They need to know it's okay. They need to know that it's normal. Everybody is different. Whether you have anxiety or you don't have anxiety, we are all different and unique, and that's what makes us special. But this just helps them see it. And I know from Reed, she now says, "Oh, adults have anxiety too." You can say yes, and you get better. And as you get older, you will learn to handle it better or understand that situation and what's making you feel the way you do. And it's great that they can, like you said, you can log on and we can show them things on social media and say, no, that's right, she obviously is lucky enough to know you. But kids even buying the product and that might not live here, so they don't get to meet you or see, they can jump on the socials and the website and see that and watch the videos. I think that's an important part of, another reason that makes purchasing so easy, and that you're buying a tool this time that stands out from the rest, because we've all spent money on so many different products that don't work. That also, I know I loved on the website that, you can see the little video of Raffy and his affirmations, and you think, okay, I got teary just watching it. Like it was just something like, oh, like that's, and because it's real and it's relatable.
It would be in sessions with kids.
I want my school to buy when I'm on the cafe. I've been saying because our wellbeing lady left and they've got like a stand in, and she's been great with Reed, but that's right. Like, I'm like, they need this, especially studying foundation and all those, because he's amazing.
Yeah. We have lots of kids from lots of challenging home lives and backgrounds, and we've got lots of kids that have trauma at our school, and having Raffy sitting over in my space, which is away from the school, and it's a really safe space. They come over and talk about lots of stuff, whether it's going on at home or school or just talk. But having Raffy, you can see him sitting there, and if they're not in that space to be able to actually talk, which is okay, but still need to be in that safe space, having him with his affirmations there would be
just
absolutely amazing.
Because kids love cuddling toys.
It needs to be rolled out in every school and every wellbeing part of a school, and eventually in every classroom. Because not every kid is okay. And having that, just even if his affirmations weren't on in class time, so it doesn't distract, sitting on a kid's lap, or even, I know Phoebe's had hers just sit on the desk in front of her while she works, and she can just look up and smile at him and go, that's right, Raffy's here. Absolutely vital.